We'll call this meeting of the County Commissioners to order. Please join us in the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon, everybody. We will begin with the minutes of our June 4th meeting. Dale, do you have any additions or corrections?
No, move to approve.
I'll second the motion. We have a motion by Dale, second by me to approve the minutes of the June 4 meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 2 ayes. First up, Wade Walling, EMA Director.
Commissioners. So the first thing I wanted to discuss with you all is the District 6 Mutual Aid Agreement that I've sent everyone. What this mutual aid agreement does is allow the counties to work together with some assurances on, when it comes time to paying, if things get into longer than a 24-hour period, so to speak, what part each county would be in for as far as costs. Right now, and I want to tell you this correctly, so I want to look at my email. I spoke with Chuck Kemker in Rush County, and they have signed copies back from Grant and Delaware County. The other counties are in the process of going through their commissioners to get approval for this. And this is just one step in getting this mutual aid agreement done. Once it's done, we'll get back a copy with all 13 counties in District 6 with each commissioner's signature on that one document. So once they get everything compiled back together, I'll make sure that it gets pushed out to you all.
Okay. So once all this is done, as far as EMA organizations around the district go, we'll have some sort of a network
Correct.
In place in the event of a major disaster that would require multi-counties to respond.
Right. So right now, we kind of have an informal agreement to where if something happens, let's say in Delaware County, and they need additional assistance through EMA, through Fayette County, I'd go and help them out. It's really kind of unofficial until FEMA steps in and says, all right, now you guys are working together on this. Just like we did with Franklin County with the tornadoes, I went and helped with damage assessments there. It's kind of a mutual understanding right now. This would kind of formalize that into more of a mutual aid compact.
Okay.
So if we need it, we'll get the help from any of the counties that's listed in this, and if they need it, they'll get the same treatment.
One question I have, Jeff, you've looked at it.
I've looked at it. I don't have any issues. I mean, it's not real. You just don't. There's a lot of legal entities, so you don't want to get too crazy with it. So I'm good with it.
I would imagine some lawyer wrote that.
That's usually how that works.
Somebody smarter than me.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, if we start making a tweak, and then Grant County makes a tweak, and it's just, it all looks good to me. I mean, honestly, this is formalizing a handshake.
Yeah.
I'll move to approve.
Okay, and I'll second the motion. I'll second the motion to approve and sign the mutual aid agreement for the Emergency Management District 6. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
2 ayes, Haley.
Thank you. Good. A couple more minor things. When I recently applied for a community foundation grant, their large competitive grant, we ran into an issue to where Emergency Management and the Sheriff's Department applied for the same grant, and we're both using the same county tax ID. So I talked to Jolisa about it, and she said that we could possibly go and get a unique tax identification number, or UEI, for emergency management, so we don't run into those instances where it looks like it's the same entity or same department applying. So I wanted to bring that to your attention, let you think about that, and maybe at the next meeting have a little deeper discussion on separating out either the sheriff's department or emergency management with their own unique tax identification number. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention for this meeting.
Have you talked to Haley or Jane about
No,
it?
I have not. I've just talking with Jolisa, or spoken with Jolisa, sorry, about it, and she recommended it might be a good thing for us to do it that way. So I've talked to Jane probably later this week about it.
Okay.
So that was that. The other thing I wanted to bring to your attention, so Ordinance 9010, which is the 911 board ordinance, is a little outdated. I think it was created in the 90s, and it's not been updated since. When we were at the last board meeting, Dale was there with us. It doesn't have emergency management as a member of that 911 board, but it has all the fire departments, the sheriff's department, all the other public safety departments, including commissioner, council member, and the mayor, which, other than Dale showing up, I've never seen the mayor at a 911 board or anything. So I would like to see about getting that updated to current standards. So.
Well, that would have been in place since 1990,
Yes.
and
So I have a copy of it. So, and it shows on the second page, if you pass it around, who's on the board. And at the last meeting with Zach being out of town, there almost wasn't a meeting because we didn't have enough people. So I texted him, and he appointed me as his designee for the meeting, so that it could go forward. So
I'll have to have a talk with Zach about that.
I volunteered him for everything, though. So
And we want to thank you for jumping right in there.
okay, this is when this is when the fee was added to people's telephone bills to pay for
right,
central dispatch.
right.
So part of that ordinance was the membership of the 911 Advisory Committee.
And I'm sure you'll have to have a public hearing to update an ordinance. I just want to bring it to your attention and try to get that on the docket.
Okay, if you can give us and Jeff written suggestions.
Absolutely.
What should be added to this, and it can be amended.
Are you essentially just saying you'd like the membership changed?
Yes, it would be adding one line, adding the emergency management director to it, or emergency management or designee, like the rest of the wording goes in the document.
That was about the only thing that needed changed.
Yeah, I think so. And that's not my specialty, so I try to stay out of the rest of the language. I just want to make sure that board was updated. So, and then my final thing I wanted to talk to you all about was I wanted to publicly thank Duke Energy for their grant of $4,500 that helped buy some equipment for the Sheriff's Department and Emergency Management So I'd just like to publicly thank them for their generous donation. It really helps, so.
Yes, we do appreciate that for sure.
That's all I have.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank you, Wade. Jerry, do you have anything to report for the highway department?
I just let you know that they got 300 South done. They pulled out of there, they finished it Thursday afternoon. They haven't been back for the final drive-through with me, but they called me and told me they were done.
Okay,
They put, we've got gravel we gotta put on the sides, because they put 3 inches of blacktop down. But there's a drop off on the sides of it, so as soon as it sets up good enough, we can get heavy trucks out there and do it, we'll do it. But I don't want to take a chance on damaging the road while we try to do it, just as soon after they put it down.
all right. Well, it really looks good.
And Lower Max has been down on the new brush cutter, and they're trying to figure out what to do with the boom on it, where it keeps breaking that pin down the bottom of the boom. They're down there this afternoon looking at it again. So we'll have to wait and see what they come up with. They may have to put a different knuckle down there or something. It's not got a strong enough pin on it to hold the weight of the boom.
Because that happened twice now.
Yeah, this would be the third pin. They put one in this time, it'd be the third pin. And they can put it in when we can use it while they're figuring out what they're gonna do with it, but it ain't gonna last very long, because it don't take it long to knock it out. Besides from that, we've been patching roads and checking some spots. We got a call from Maple Lane out there in Wellsview. The lady that had so much trouble with water coming down her driveway.
Yeah,
Well, she was complaining she had water coming down her driveway, but we went out there and checked it. We couldn't find where it was coming from. Well, it's gonna need to rain so we can go out there and check it and see if we find it. Be the safest thing.
we have 450 West ready for repaving.
All the cans are in it, it's ready to go.
Okay. I expect them to start pretty
We-
soon.
When we do the gravel, I was thinking about renting a road widener to put the gravel down just quicker and you don't tear up the road. And I can get one. We rented one for to go on a skid steer the last time and did it, but it's slow and we've got a self-propel one for the same price, and we can get it and we can have that knocked out in about 3 days out there. Then we can know if we got it and they get the other one done, we can go do it right away too. We got money in our rental to do it, so
Okay, is that better than the way we've been doing it?
yeah, because before you'd have to use the small trucks and it took forever to do it. And you'd have to scrape it off with the broom and then sweep it.
Yeah,
And this way, it puts it all down, levels it out, cleans it off as you go. And you can use your tandems to haul your gravel out to you. So you got more gravel out there, you can get it done faster.
okay.
Like I say, we tried one on a skid steer, and it works, but it's not as good as using the self-powered one. And they're the same price. I figured we try that and see how it does.
Okay. Did Jay know he called over?
No, we talked to one of the commissioners at Rush County the other day
Yeah.
about maybe trying to lease one of their oil trucks.
Trimmer?
Yeah, and they said they would get back with us. So we're just kind of trying to come up with an idea, and maybe we can figure out if theirs is working, if it's our truck or something.
Yeah.
Is where our problem is at.
The one salesman from the one of the oil companies, one that's put us in on the distributor guys that do it, he's gonna call around and see what the holdup is on him, call him back on us. He was gonna check with him. We hadn't heard from him. Then we only had one call back anyway, but he gave me about 3 of them. So he's gonna check and let me know. We'll see what we can find out.
Yeah. It would be interesting to see what the outcome was if we used a different truck without having to go buy one, and see if our if our equipment is the fault here. Yeah, I've been out there with you guys when you spray the oil down, it looks fine.
I know, but then when you come back a week later, it ain't fine. It's all picking up.
Yeah.
It ain't putting it down and catching it.
But if there's been a change in the formula of the oil itself, nobody's told us that.
Well, it'd be affecting everybody else too. And I haven't heard nobody complaining about it. So,
You would think so.
yeah.
Okay. I don't have anything else. You?
Nope.
Thanks, Jerry. Sheriff Jones, do you have anything today?
Just real quick. I'd like to thank Wade for the grant that he put in for it. Got one of our SWAT team members gear that he didn't have. We joined with the Connersville City Police. They got 9 or 10 members on their SWAT team, and now we have 5. So it's more of a co-SWAT team now. So appreciate what he did to outfit Dan Becker. That's the newest member of the SWAT team on our department. So he's got the equipment that he needs. Also, speaking of grants, the foundation grant, I got a phone call, it was probably Wednesday or Thursday last week, and they told us that they wanted us to put in for a grant. So we went ahead and done it. It's Chad Blaze filled out all the information. It's to help pay for the padded cell. So we're waiting to hear back from that. Really didn't have time to come and talk to you guys about it just because it was, hey, we need this put in the next day or two. So we went ahead and done it, hoping that it'll help offset some of the costs for the padded cell.
Well, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Is Joe Lisa Bates being kept in the loop on
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yep. And then I don't know if I told you guys last time, but our mobile radios finally showed up that we put in for the grant at the end of last year, I think. We're slowly getting those put in our vehicles. So
Okay.
that's all I got. Unless you got
Remind
something.
me how many of those radios we did get.
15 of them.
15.
Yeah. For a total, it was around $45,000 or $50,000, but it was all paid for by the JAG grant, I think is what it was at the state level. That puts a mobile radio in every deputy's vehicle, and we've been working off of portables. And the city police did the same thing. We partnered with them. They got mobile radios for all their guys now too.
Okay. Just for your information, while you're here, we recently signed an agreement to extend the completion date on the jail annex and work release facility to August 30th. So we're hoping that that's it. So you might be thinking about staffing up.
Yeah, we've been thinking about it, and we're trying. As soon as we hire 3 or 4, 5 or 6 quit, or we have to fire them. So we're doing the best we're trying to get them hired and trained up, because as soon as that place opens, I want to throw some officers over there and let's get it going. But I don't know, it's a tough time to hire people.
Maybe they don't want to work for you.
I think that I don't know. That may be it. I don't know. But
Well,
it's been a struggle. We're trying our best though. I talked to you guys a few months ago about the jail deputy program. We got that going now. We're hoping that may get some people interested in the sheriff's department. But trying everything we can to get people to come work for us, but it's tough.
well, there's a lot of employment opportunities out there right now, and so the competition is tough.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, it's all about money.
Yes, it is.
And you know as well as we do, we can't compete with a lot of business interests that afford to pay more.
Yeah, and it used to be, the jail used to be where people wanted to come work to start a career in law enforcement, and now a lot of people don't want to be in law enforcement, so that doesn't help out either. The city police, they're having trouble hiring. When they run their process, they get 7 or 8 guys. We get 5 or 6 guys, and it's just, it used to be 70 or 80, and now it's how it is.
Yeah.
We'll try to get people hired up by August 30th and make
Okay.
sure we bring them to you. So they'll get yelled at.
All right, good luck.
Yeah. Anything else?
I don't.
Yeah, that's it for us. Surveyor Bill Mackey, do you have anything? County Attorney, do you have anything?
Not today.
Do you have any mail you need to share?
Nope.
Okay. Do you have anything under old business? Okay, under new business, we have, we got our notification from Wilson, Lawson, and Myers on our auto, property, liability, and law enforcement liability policies. They're up for renewal. They gave us our new quotes. These policies all expire before our next commissioner meeting. So we can either notify them that we approved the new rates, and they can get the final paperwork done before July 1st. That way there's no lapse in coverage.
Kind of have to.
Yeah.
Chris, in her email, she has looked into a couple others, and some of them won't accept the insurance. I'll move a motion to approve the new agreement.
Okay, I'll second the motion. We have a motion by Dale, second by me to give the, approve the new insurance renewal rates for auto, property, liability, law enforcement liability, insurance policies. That covers the courthouse, all the buildings we own, all the vehicles we own and all that. So, any other question?
No.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
2 ayes. Okay, we'll let them know about that. Sharon McQueen and Diana Phillips is here representing the Chamber of Commerce. And you two are going to head up the annual chamber banquet this year.
It's the annual meeting and the awards presentation.
Okay. You want to, either one of you want to explain what you need?
Our annual meeting and awards presentation banquet is September 17th, it's Tuesday. And we need permission to use the parking area out here owned by the county. We're also going to be on the Board of Works, or Sharon's going to have to do that one because I'm on the Board of Works and I'll have to recuse myself from that. But we need this area for that day. The parking area, we're going to have our tents and whatever. It's going to be a little different this year. You want me to explain to you what I explained to you, or explain what I explained to you out there about it?
Okay. So you need permission to use the county's portion of the parking areas outside the building here
Yes,
for that day.
for that day, yes.
Okay.
Through probably 9 o'clock or whatever that evening. But we'll need it all day to prepare.
And remind me, what day of the week is that?
Tuesday.
On a Tuesday? Okay. And you will have some tents set
We're
up?
gonna have two, we won't have a huge tent, we'll have two smaller tents. Are they 20 by 20? Two 20 by 20 tents, yeah.
Okay.
So it starts at 5:30, and at 6, it'll be out there from 5:30 to 6:30 approximately, and then it'll be on the train from like 6:30 to 7:30 or 8, and then we're going to have award presentations and silent auction awards and whatever back at the at the site, so it should be over by about 9 o'clock.
Okay.
I'll move to approve use of the parking lot from September 17th.
Okay, we have a motion by Dale, a second by me to give the Connersville Chamber of Commerce permission to use county's portion of the parking lots on September the 17th for the annual chamber banquet. All in favor signify by saying aye. Two ayes, Haley.
Okay, thank you very much.
Now all you need is to get your tent set up.
Oh, a little more than that. We're getting there. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. We also have a couple of items for our community crossings matching grant approvals. Where are those, Haley? We have okay, this is the performance bond. See that? We need to approve these. Notification of contractor award that will go to NDOT, as well as the actual contract between us and Dave O'Mara.
I'll move to approve both the contract award for NDOT and in the agreement with Dave O'Mara.
Okay, we have I'll second the motion. We have a motion and a second, Haley, to approve the owner and contractor agreement between the county and Dave O'Mara, and the notification of contractor award and request for community crossing matching grant funds to NDOT. Any further question? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Two ayes, Haley. I'll sign these right now, so nothing gets lost. Okay. Do you have anything else under new business we need to take care of? Or that performance bond? We have any patron concerns from anybody in the room? Josh, you came in late. You have anything for us?
Yeah, I can give you an update.
Okay.
All right. Just a few things we've been doing. If you haven't noticed, the trees over by Community Corrections, we started trimming those back. They got trimmed a little bit too much, so we're just going to go ahead and take them down on that side, as long as you guys are cool with it. I talked with Steve Bills, and as many trees as we want gone, he's okay with. He has no issue with. So we're going to go ahead and, those two that got butchered, we're going to go ahead and cut those down. Then as far as, I know there was some recent concerns as far as like some maintenance issues inside the jail, courthouse, and so forth. One of which being the pH level of the heating and cooling system, to my knowledge, and all the anything that I could find on the internet. You know, I'm not into business law or law and what regulations and stuff are, but there is no requirement for pH levels, so testing for heating and cooling, so I'm not real sure what the concern about that is. Yes, it will help maintain a better system. However, that's why we did the bypass filter system. There hasn't been no chemical testing done, to my knowledge, in several years, but the bypass filter system that we had put in, that was to help get us ready to start chemical testing again. Right now our system wasn't, or then our system wasn't ready for it. It'd just give us, well, we'd just be spending a lot of money for no reason. That's why we got the bypass system put in. The gel, as far as the locks, doors, windows go, all right, well, the locks, they work. We've got working components right now. There's a few that I can't do nothing with because door frames, the concrete behind them are just crumbling. So I can't do anything with those. As far as the windows go, I have about 20 windows to install, but why install when the women's facility is almost finished? I'm not going to go in there and do one window at a time. Why would I not work more efficiently and take all my tools in there when the whole block is empty because there's no women in there? So, and then there was a concern about like the material of glass that we use. Well, we use Lexan now. It's down in holding. I've already put 4 windows in. They have yet to break them. They're not going to break them. But for the gel, the doors, the actual cell doors, I still have about 10 to 15 windows that I ordered 2 years ago that I'm still using. So I'm not going to order more until those are gone, obviously. You know, the ultimate goal for the gel is once the women are out, have one block at a time empty. We'll go in there and we'll fix those items. The door frames that are cut off, I wasn't here when that happened. I didn't do it. But we can address that and we can fix it before somebody does get hurt. That is a valid concern. Now, the annex, I just had Combs in here. He did quote us for the flooring in there. The upstairs restroom on the adult side of probation, I wouldn't say we gave it a complete remodel, but we gave it a facelift. There was some water damage and some concern about discoloration of ceiling tiles, which they turn colors whenever water comes in. So we gave it a little bit of a face up, painted it, took out all the old stuff. And right now it's got an open ceiling because we're making sure that we got the leak fixed. But Combs came in, they got some measurements. We're gonna get a quote from them. Try to get one from Donnie, he's just really busy. But we're gonna try to get new flooring where all the tiles are. You know, where the copy machine room is. That area all the way up front. And I believe Jeremy's gonna work pretty good with us if we choose to go that route. And then as far as the courthouse goes, we've been continuing the transition from the ballast to LED. If you haven't noticed it, I don't know, some people love it, some people hate it, but it's the natural lighting that we chose to go with. It's more efficient, save a lot more money, you know, with LED versus, you know, $20 to $30 a ballast. And they're all going out right now, so you know they last for so long, and it just so happens to be that the transition's happening a lot quicker than what we anticipated. And then I guess our next project that I plan on getting the guys to work on is going to be the front entrances on Central Side. Just the paint job looks real ancient, flaky. Then we're going to reseal the concrete steps going down the side. I did some of it last year, but it's kind of separating, so it might be out past my, I don't do that kind of work, but I try. Might have to get somebody in here to fix that. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I haven't really kept up to date as far as coming to the meetings and expressing, what we do on a daily. We have 100 other items to deal with, not just appearances. There's items that we could get, literally sued over in the jail, and those items are up here compared to, the overall beauty and appearance. I care about that, but it's literally a two-man and a part-time guy trying to get it all done. So if there was funding there, if there was money, if there was more money available to where my clientele could be up there and knowledgeable, but there's not. And failed to mention all the money that we have saved on not contracting out work. So
You guys have done a good job, Josh. You'll never be out of anything to do around here.
no, absolutely not.
Okay. You got any questions for Josh?
I'm happy.
Josh, thanks for the update.
Yep.
Is there any patron concerns? Anybody in the room have anything? All that leaves is our claims and payroll. I'll second the motion for the approval of claims and payroll. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 2 ayes, have it. Concludes our agenda for today. Are we forgetting anything? Are we forgetting anything, Haley? These minutes? second the motion to adjourn. All in favor? Aye. We're adjourned. Thank you all very much.